You have three. Uh-huh. Nice. That's awesome. Yes. Okay. Nice. Yes. Amazing. I love it. Okay, we'll do one, two, three, four, and then we have to move on to Matt. Yes. I know. He was a good shamash. I saw that. A good shamash helper. All of them. I love that. And that was a good part? Okay. By her. Yes. Last one. Okay. And you won. Nice. Nice. Oh, and you know her from camp. Well, I'm really excited that we had. Oh, do you have one more? Because you won. I mean, but everybody was doing a good job. So we're really excited to have Amy and Matt here. And like I said at the beginning, they're from two of our Jewish summer camps. So did you know that there were Jewish summer camps that you could go to? Yes, that's awesome. No, yes, some no. So there's a lot of different ones, but there's four different ones that they're representing today. So Matt, do you actually want to tell us about the three that kind of all are specialty camps, and Matt works at one of them? Yeah. Wherever you want to go.
What's up? Hi, everyone. Amy and I are here today because we're representing both Camp Harlem and 6 Point Specialty Camp. So Camp Harlem is this amazing camp in Kunkletown, Pennsylvania. Everyone say Kunkletown?
Kunkletown.
Kunkletown with a hard K, okay? 6 Points, we got 3 different campuses. We got one outside of Boston, we got one outside of Philly, we got one in Asheville, North Carolina. The one I work at is in Asheville, North Carolina because it's the sports camp. Remember when I asked you guys if you all played sports? Some of you raised your hands. Remember when I asked y'all if you like STEM or science projects? Some of you raised your hands. Remember when I said, does anyone like to sing, dance, draw? Some of you raised your hands. We got 3 camps with all of that stuff, and we got a camp that has all of that involved in itself. Right now, I'm going to show you a quick video. I know you watched the video earlier with Camp Harlem, right? Everyone? Yeah. Are you alive or awake? Come on! Come on! All right. All right. Thank you. One of the things that Melissa and I believe in Jewish camp is it feeds your neshama. Does everyone know what neshama means? Anyone? 6th grader. I heard a 6th grader say, yeah. Tell us. Shout it out.
That's what I do. I know.
The neshama.
What's your neshama? We don't talk about that word at all.
Your neshama is your soul. It's this little piece of fire right here in your heart. It drives you on everything you do. And what I want you to watch this video is there's a lot of opportunities to feed your neshama at camp. Whether it's at 6 Point Specialty Camps or at Camp Harlem. Okay? I'm going to do questions a little later because I know we got a schedule. You guys got to go home. It's Sunday. There's football, Hanukkah, latkes. I get it. Hit play. Go.
Next day we do.
Boom. Here we go.
Oh, is there not sound?
Hold on, everyone. Is there a microphone?
Why would it not be sounding through the TV? Okay. Let's try that again.
Is the sound up on the TV? Okay.
Yeah. Rewind. Where are my speakers on this?
On the side, too.
Well, I'm turning the speakers up.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties happen all the time. Hang tight.
How do you want to spend your summer
URJ Specialty Camps has a place for you. The 6 Points Sports
Can y'all
Academy
hear that?
is located in
Somewhat.
Asheville, North Carolina, on the Asheville School campus with beautiful views of the Blue Ridge Mountains.
I love 6 Points because there's so much different things to do, and all of it is fun with your friends or meeting new people and playing the sports you love.
At 6 Point Sports Academy, we offer 11 different sports: basketball, baseball, soccer, tennis, lacrosse, girls and boys, golf, gymnastics, swimming, cheer and dance, volleyball. At 6 Point Sports Academy, you're going to get to experience 4 hours a day of your sport meeting.
Everybody at softball is really nice, and that's why I like it.
Campers have access to state-of-the-art athletic facilities.
I love lacrosse here just because I get to meet people from so many different places around the country, and the fact that they're Jewish is not something you come across often.
Keep going, you got it! At 6 Point Sports Academy, we have an amazing group of coaches.
All right, you're doing a great job.
It's amazing to have loyal coaches that have developed a program here at a summer camp.
I love 6 Point Sports Academy because it teaches me to be a better athlete, not just with my skills, but also with the core values they teach us here and the community we can come together as.
The 6 Points Creative Arts Academy is located in Westchester, Pennsylvania, just outside of Philadelphia, at the beautiful Westtown Academy.
It's amazing to see just like how everybody here is open to each other.
URJ 6 Points Creative Arts Academy, we like to call it CAA. We have so many things to choose from for arts majors. We have creative writing, we have musical theater.
Whether they've been studying musical theater since the day they were born or this is their first time stepping on a stage, everyone is welcome at CAA.
We have theater, we have instrumental ensemble, we have song leading, vocal ensemble, visual art, photography, and so many more.
Campers have access to the art and dance studios, classrooms, and performance stage and theater.
CAA is special because it's the place where you can find your people, find your artistic voice, and find yourself. And lots of fun things that you would experience at any summer camp.
I've come to really love this place, and it's been awesome.
It's perfect.
6 Points Sci-Tech Academy is located in Byfield, Massachusetts, just outside of Boston, at the Governor's Academy.
It's just a diverse group of Jewish scientists.
We love science!
Some of the workshops here at SciTech are robotics, digital film production, programming and coding, video game design, and a host of other sciences and digital art activities that change every year.
Learn so much, and they engage in these really fun activities with other people who love the same things as them. We have these amazing workshops taught by leaders in the field, experts in their areas.
Action!
All of the science and all of the technology here is at such a higher level than you're doing in school or at any other camp.
On campus, students have access to classrooms, science laboratories, and innovative digital technologies.
There's a lot of acceptance. No matter who you are, no matter where you're from, you will find a friend.
Knowing the people who are here, the activities I get to do, it's, for me, more exciting to come. And I try not to think about leaving.
Are you ready for camp? The URJ Specialty Camps invite you to spend 2, 4, or 6 weeks at a camp that follows your passion. Do you want to make lifelong friends, experience the magic of camp? Pick one of our specialty camps.
Thank you all for your patience with the technical difficulty. I think I'm about to be kicked off the stage. Just wanted to make sure it's all good. As you see, we have a lot of stuff at camp, a lot of things to, again, feed that neshama, feed that soul, that thing that drives you, hopefully be a good person in this world. All right? 6th graders, appreciate your passion earlier. 3rd, 4th, 5th, same ways. They kind of brought it this morning, though. Somebody ran into a wall. Anyway, if you have any questions, parents, I know some of you are here. We're tabling in the back. Come see my friend Amy and I. We're going to talk about Camp Harlem or the 6 Points camps. Anyone want more information or any questions, come see us after you're finished.
Amazing. Thank you.
And I just want to add one thing. You know what? We have scholarships at the synagogue to help you get to camp. How many of you might want to go to camp this summer? Well, then tell your parents to look online, because in December, we start advertising for our Youth Scholarship Fund awards, and we have merit-based and need-based, so no kid shouldn't go to camp because of money. We'll make sure you get there. So just remind your parents there are scholarships through the temple and through our federation.
Amazing. So go make sure that you visit Amy and Matt at dismissal. I'll be back there also with special treats as you leave. And we're going to end our day all together with a special ceremony and our menorah lighting, because besides being Hanukkah, it's a very special day for the temple and lots of celebrations. What?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
It's a rotating menorah.
I'm Rabbi Penkin, and today we're going to do something special back in the classrooms. Some of you are in that double classroom. I wanted to ask you, how old do you think the synagogue is? How old is Temple Shari Emmeth? Yes, Caleb. Over 100 years. Do we look like we're 100 years? Yeah. 25 to 30, even more. Yes. It is a lot since your dad went here. The temple is even older than I am. Can you imagine that? It is 57 years old. It was born in 1966. Do you know what it takes to create a synagogue from the bottom up, from scratch? Well, there was a small group of people that wanted a synagogue and a Jewish community, and they built it. And one of those people was very special to our synagogue. They all were. But one of them was especially special because she was the woman who started the religious school. And do you know that Mrs. Pescatori was one of her students? Can you imagine that? And she taught for the synagogue in that classroom back there for about 45 years. And we're going to be dedicating her classroom to her. There's going to be a beautiful plaque on the outside. But we wanted to introduce you to her because she was so special, the most compassionate, the most beautiful. Before, when we talked about the word neshama, and having that light within, this woman had a light within. So we want to introduce you to Barbara Tinkler, Pekor, who was a founding member and a founding teacher. She started the religious school, you know where it was? In her basement. And you know why? Because she had a chalkboard in her house. And that's how it began. So I want you to meet Barbara and hear a little bit from her words about how the synagogue began.
Stand up. Oh, you were going to wave? Come on, Sandy. Don't be shy. And we started a school. I had a chalkboard in my house, so that was a good start for a school. And Sandy taught the younger grades in her classrooms, in her house. 45 years. I can't believe that the time has really flown by. Now it's 50 years. But anyway, I taught all the grades, of course, and it was like a one-room schoolhouse. But my favorite grade was third grade. And my classroom is still here. And Lori Waldorf, I think, is now in that classroom. And she's a wonderful, wonderful teacher. We co-taught for a long, long time. And I had a curriculum to follow because the URJ gave us a curriculum. But my school directors, fortunately, were always open to my suggestions on how to do things a little differently sometimes. For example, we always had an end-of-the-year activity. And my class was known for its breakfast on Sunday, last day of school, or dinners when we had classes during the school year. I don't know if anyone's here who remembers them, but Stephen Fisher, who I saw this summer at services, came up to me and said, "I still can't make those scrambled eggs like you did. What is your secret?" And anyway, so that was a lot of fun. Cantor Wayne Syatt was one of our biggest fans, and he would always come and ask me, "What's on the agenda? What's the menu? What are we having to eat?" And I really appreciated him saying that. Cantor? Hi. Another activity I introduced, and the kids weren't too thrilled with this until they got into it. I love reading, and we do have a library. So I would take the kids. They had to do a book report. I got a little flack from some of the parents. "Oh, the kids have so much homework. They have activities." But I persisted, and I gave them other assignments for book reports. For example, if they wanted to do a food recipe that their grandparents, their grandmother, or their mother, it was a specialty, they could do that. They still had to do the report, take pictures of how they did the food, and but they also had to bring in enough food, of course, for everybody in the class to taste. So that became a very big activity also. Oh yes, we set up a bulletin board that they could put up all their book reports on, so everybody in the school would see them. The other thing I brought to the classroom was a teacher training program called Madrakeen. And the kids really loved this. We picked certain students. They could, we had a booklet, and they learned how to be teacher aides in the classroom. This was a paid activity after they graduated the 7-week course. So everybody wanted to do this. I am so thrilled to be here with you this evening and to give you a little bit of the background of what teaching was like in the early days. I look around here and I'm really thrilled with the way the merger has occurred, and the temple is so vibrant, the school is so vibrant, and of course Melissa, your school director, was one of my students. And I can only say l'adore, vador. It's evident here. I see my students here right now. You all look the same, by the way.
So, outside of Barbara's classroom is going to be this beautiful plaque, and I want to read it to you. It says, "In memory of Morah, Barbara Tinkler Pekor, beloved teacher and founding member. Barbara taught 3rd grade at Temple Shariamath for 45 years, most of which was in that room. Her own unique and creative ways, she introduced hundreds of children to the joys of being Jewish. She was adored and respected by her students and her colleagues, acting as a mentor to so many. She was a beautiful, unique soul who shared her goodness with deep generosity. Her legacy lives on in everyone who knew her. And her legacy lives on in you because your school director learned from her, learned how to be an educator, and Mrs. Waldorf. And how many of our teachers here worked with Barbara? Turn around and see, most of your teachers also had the benefit of being mentored by Barbara. She was so special. I wish you had gotten a chance to meet her, but every time you see her smiling, beautiful face in the hallway, I hope you feel like you know her. Now, Barbara's husband, Alan Pekor, happened to be the first president of the congregation as well, and even her daughter Amy taught here. Amy's right there. She left us such a legacy of love, and her favorite holiday, her husband told me, was Hanukkah, which is why we decided to do this dedication now. So as we light this Hanukkah today, I want us all to be thinking of Barbara and keeping her light alive, and I want you to wave to her as you pass her in the hallway every time you see her. And we should all grow up to be Barbara Tinkler Pekors, because we need more of them in the world.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'em bazman hazeh.
Let's do a Shehechianu. We always say a blessing when we reach a special moment. We thank God for being alive, for staying alive, and being together to celebrate.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechayanu v'kiyamanu v'higianu lazman hazeh.
Happy Hanukkah, everybody.
Thank you. That was beautiful. We wish all of you a wonderful happy Hanukkah. Thank you for being great participants and great listeners today. We were lighting 3 candles today for the 3rd day of Hanukkah, but how many candles are you lighting tonight when you're lighting your menorah at home? 4, so don't be confused. That's why it's the day, so it's still the 3rd day, but tonight is 4 candles. Don't be confused. Don't forget to visit our camp booths on the way out. I know Amy has some exciting swag from Camp Harlem for you. And then I have a special treat of gelt for you on the way out to wish you a sweet and happy Hanukkah full of light and all good things. We do have school next week, 1 more week before winter break, so don't forget to be here next week. Just find your cone and your teacher. Sure. Okay, 2nd grade is going back to class. Happy Hanukkah, everyone. And then for anybody staying for our dedication ceremony, that's happening in room 5 and 7. You can head that way. Thank you.
Oh, Hanukkah.
Barbara's family, please join us. Come down the hallway to room 5 in the religious school.
Oh Hanukkah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and lots to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning low. 1 for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. 1 for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.